Alright, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, no matter where you are in the world. They're your friend and family member right here at jayjayspcbuilds. This is JJ once again, your boy right here. I told you yesterday I put out that video for Intel on the build, but now this is going to be about AMD and the build. So stick around, let's get through this B-roll, and don't go anywhere and don't touch your dial because we're going to get partied right here at JJ's PC Build. Yeah. Hello family, welcome back from that B-roll. I hope it wasn't too long. I'm still experimenting with the kind of B-roll I want to do for that, just that opening kind of thing. But before we go on, make sure you subscribe. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and like the videos. The whole purpose of this is we need 1,000 subscribers. We're getting up there very slowly, but we're getting there. And we need to get view time. What that means is that my videos, when you watch them from the beginning to the end and you watch them, all the videos, let's say, this adds on to the time that's needed for YouTube to unlock all the potentials and everything that we need here to keep it going and, keep things rolling. So if you want to subscribe, that'd be awesome. And if you want to watch all the videos, that'd be even more awesome. If you want to put likes on them, that'd be even more awesome. Make sure you tell your friends and tell everybody, come on down here, right here to JJ's PC Builds and get up on that. And I want to thank once again all the people that have subscribed. Want to thank you very much and thank you for being here, and we will got more coming up soon. I'm trying to work towards getting things going around here, like builds and everything else, so this way you guys can have more fun and see what's going on. I'm still working towards it. It's more or less like a financial kind of thing, so when I get financially stable here, I'll be able to get those builds up for you and everything else. So stick around, don't go anywhere, don't touch your dial, because we got more coming for you. We definitely going to keep working at these videos and keep putting them out there until we reach our goals, and then after that we're going to set more goals, so this way we keep moving up and up and up. But anyway, let's get to the video. Alright, now the thing is this, yesterday when I posted that video for Intel, that was for the Intel build. I'm doing these builds, pricing out these builds right now, so when I get ready to do them in the future, I can come back to these videos and look at them and say, okay, well, this is what I chose. So that way I can go out there and pick up the products, then bring them back, and then get them back here, and then I can take and do the actual builds. So this is just like step one of doing the builds. Basically, procedure is finding the prices out, what's going to be the best priced, and be able to do the builds. Like if it was the consumer, yourself, to price it everything out at, the level that you guys would buy it at. Not the level of buying stuff for overclocking and everything else. The level of that you can overclock with this, and but you can build it step by step. So the first part of the step is to learn the pricing, learn what matches, what's compatible. You got to know what's compatible with your processor. You got your processor one. You got your motherboard. You got your random access memory. You got, your video card. You got your power supply. You got your M.2 or SSD drive. And you got your computer case. If you want to do water cooled or you don't want to do water cooled, you want to do air cooled, many of things. These are all of the procedures that you have to go through, and that's where my videos lead up to. This is the first step. I'm doing the first steps of, doing a construction on an actual build. So the further we go on and you guys watch these parts I pick out, you'll get a better understanding of how it's supposed to work. So the more that I put, for videos to get you up to that point to where you get ready to say, okay, well, I see he has one product, did one build by price, and now I see what the price is and how much it's going to cost me. So basically, every price I'm doing is at, every time I do a video, it's at real time. You're getting real time prices. I do the videos the same day, I post them the same day. So you're getting the real time prices on the same day. So if this is, let's say, the 7th, this is the 7th of November in 2022, you get the prices at 7th of November 2022. Okay, so you understand, this is, when I do these daily videos, I go by daily prices. I don't go by a price chart. I tried that, it didn't work. I'd rather go by what I can see on hand that's best priced other than anything else. So that way you're not getting steered wrong. See, you can watch the projections and make your own assumption of when to buy and not to buy. Me, myself, it's a pretty good time to start buying if you're wondering, but I don't see the prices stable yet. So me on the other hand, like I told you all, I'm getting everything geared up for next year, the 2023. That's when everything's going to be out there. Everything's going to be, set in stone, and you'll see all the, if there's any mishaps or anything else, like Nvidia had with the 4080 putting the 12 gigabyte of VRAM video card out there, then they take it back and this and that. See, this is the, getting past the R&D version to where they get the actual version on the market. So if you're waiting for things to come up onto the market, you're best to wait until the beginning or the middle of January 2023. That's my opinion to you, so I hope you understand this. I'm just doing pricing videos so you all see the pricing as they go up, and when they escalate to the top and they come back down, then they go back up and they go back down. There's a trend. Follow the trend. When it comes back down, that's when you want to start buying. Just to let you know. But anyway, let's go ahead and get to this video, so that way y'all can see the AMD build that I'm going to choose. Alrighty, let's go ahead and pull up the page. Oh, I turned around, I kind of pulled all the pages up really quick, because last time it took an hour, so we want to kind of reduce our time a little bit on this one. Okay, now let's go through the processors, the Ryzen processors, and see what we can get that's a good deal. Okay, the 7950X, the 16-core, 32-thread processor for $697, that's still too high for us. So basically what we want to do is we want to look and see, wow, they got the 5600G for $111. Wow, I paid about 150 for it. It came down on price. That's good too. That's really good. Also too, you can get the 299 one for the 6 core 12 thread. That boosts you up to 5.3 gigahertz. It's 105 watts. The I believe it or not, this one I would recommend. The 76 Ryzen 5 7600. Okay, let's see what we can pair up with that 7700. Wow. Let's see. So we're looking at 589 right here. As you can see, I just pulled it up. It's the Asus X670P AM5 motherboard. It's for 289. We could probably find something cheaper, the motherboard wise. Thinking about it. So let's leave that right there, and we'll come back to it. Let's see. Let's AMD motherboards AM5. Let's see what we can pull up. Okay. We'll look at this one right here. Wow. Well, it doesn't look like doesn't look like it's too promising either way we go. So, let's see if we can find a different motherboard. I'm curious to see if we can find an AM5 motherboard. I just don't like the fact that they're trying to jam that crap down your throat, that there's only one motherboard that you can get with this. I think that's utterly crap. This right here, this is what I'm talking about. This is what makes a headache out of buying motherboards and everything else. But it looks like we're not going to have much of a choice with Amazon right now. So instead of getting, let's see, that's 589 and that's 628. So this is the better deal. So that's way better deal right there. $589.99. Say $590. Now, before you go to the thing, I'm breaking into this video real quick just to tell you this. With the motherboard and the processor that I got and the RAM was about $400. Okay, so the pricing with this motherboard and the processor is not a bad deal. It's only marked up like maybe a couple $100 more. So, but I got the B450 motherboard and the Ryzen 5 5600G for close to, with the RAM, close to $400. Now, this might be a couple more $100 more, but it is a newer model. Just keep that in mind when you go to look at the video and really think about it. Alright, let's get back to the video. Okay, now what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to find the RAM. Good RAM that's gonna work really well with this. So now we're kind of digging for the RAM. Let's see. T-Force, no. Let's see. We got to keep digging a little bit. Okay, so what we'll do is this. We'll say we'll get this one right here for $589.98, and then we'll come over here to this one, and then what we'll do is we'll put this one for the RAM. Okay, we'll put this one for the RAM. Now let's see right here. 169. That's C16. No, that's AM4. This is DDR5. Let's see, 5200. Wow, that's not what we're looking for. Okay, so let's say right here. But that's 8 gigabytes. That's not going to do us any good. 16. Let's see. Okay, we'll go this one right here. The 184 Kingston Fury. This one should be DDR5. So we'll get the Kingston Fury Beast, 32 gigabytes. It's got 5200 microtransfers, CL36 desktop memory, and it's got AM Expo plug and play. So that's a good deal right there. All right. So we got this right here with the motherboard. Comes with the Asus motherboard, which is right here. And it's the Asus Prime X670P Wi-Fi AM5, the 1718 Ryzen 7000 ATX motherboards, DDR5. It's got 3 M.2 slots. It's got USB 3.2 Gen 2X2 Type C. It's got USB 4 support, and it's got Wi-Fi 6 and 2.5 gig Ethernet. So that's not a bad motherboard if you know you. I mean, you're not going to get Taj Mahal, but you know, but this is a Ryzen build. So basically, so far we got the motherboard, we got the processor, we got the RAM, and now we do the hard drive. Now you don't want to cheap out on the hard drive and the M.2 card. If you're going to do it right. Okay, let's say this one right here. It seems like it's pretty good. $97. The SSD, Samsung 980 SSD, 1 terabyte, 3.0 X4. The M.2 2280. That should be okay. It should run just the way you want it to. So we got one of those. Let's just say we're doing 1 terabyte right now, and then moving on. So we got the the main components of the computer. Now we got to go to get the hard drive or the power supply. Let's say you just want to go with an average day right here. This power supply right here. The Pi Star 1000 watt power supply, 80 plus gold full modular. Okay, $109. Okay, throw it in there. So far we can take and we can get our crusty calculator out, just to say the crusty calculator out. We go here. Okay, we got 589.98. We add that. We come over here. We say this right here, the $184 RAM. 184. We add that. Okay. The question's going to be, is it more or less than what you got the Intel build for? That's going to be the question. So we're going to add the $97 to this. And we said we're going to get this PSU for $109.99. So we go 109.99 plus. Okay. Next up, the computer case. Let's say, let's say we want to do a full line computer case. What do we want to do? Okay, we don't want to go expensive, but we want to get something. This has got 4x ARGB fans for $99. Let's do this Mustex fan. Okay, this comes with 6 pieces. Perfect. And it's got a little hole on the side. You can always do a little, later on that'll be a little touch to the case, but I like the case. It's always modifiable. So let's say we do this case for $99.99. Okay. Uh-oh. Alright, y'all get to see me make a boo-boo. So, this is uncut, so I gotta start over again. So, we're gonna go 589.98. And we're gonna go 184. So you gotta love when you make boo-boos. That way you go back and double check yourself. If I make a mistake, I'm gonna redo it over again. So this way I know for a fact it's accurate. So that way I'm not missing anything. And that's the whole idea. So, and we got a 99.99. Okay, now, video cards. Let's see, what do we want for video cards? What do we want for video cards? Let's see what we're going to do. Who knows which video card we're going to get. Alrighty, let's see. Now, if you remember the Intel build I did in the last video, I quoted it out to be about $2,000. Okay, that build was about $2,000. Okay, we are almost at the end to where we got just the graphics card and the cooler for the geez, see, you get tongue tied again. It really just, oh my goodness, must be one of those days. Processor, cooler. Let me go there. Processor, cooler. So we got two pieces left to do this. Now, what are we going to use? That's going to be the question. Okay, well, since we're basically right now at 1081.06, let's say we do the 2000 total with this, like I did with Intel, and go from there. Okay, so now we gotta find a card. I know they're joking about this. $799 right here for a Strix RX 580. It's GDDR5, $800. Who the hell's crazy to pay $800 for that damn card? Oh my God. People are just robbing people. They're like Robin Hoods, robbing people. I'll tell you what, if it was me and I was doing this build, I'm just going to say this. I'm going to skip the dramatic and I'm going to tell you all what kind of card I'm going to get. Okay? I know this seems like it might go over just a little bit, but I'd rather get the RX 7900 XTX for $999. So we're going to go ahead and add $999. So we went over just a little bit with that build, with this build basically. Okay. Now, let's see, let's type in Amazon. Let's bring up the last piece of it. Okay, this will be the last piece, and I'll give you my final thought. Let's see. No, that's not going to be enough. Fortune. You can make those work, you know. You can make any one of those work, those CPU coolers. Yeah, we can make any one of those work. Okay, so no. We're going to keep looking to see where we can. We could probably make the FrostFlow X240 work. Let's say we'll do that. We'll make this one right here work for $54.99. So $54.99. So if you look at it, you know, with the Intel build and the AMD build, you can say this is going to be like 2,000, 2,100. If you want to go mid to top end, okay, this is mid to top end. So with AMD, my thoughts with Intel, they're pretty much equal. Okay, the builds between the two, they're pretty much equal in frequency and everything else. But I think with the AMD one's going to have a better advantage over the Intel, myself. But time will tell. Once I put these builds together, we'll see what happens. So my thoughts with the AMD processor, the motherboard, those two alone for this build is going to be like speeds that you never would think that would happen. And with all the new driver software and stuff coming out with the graphics card, now if you watched the video for the presentation on the new video cards from AMD, they did state, and I want you to hear this very carefully, they did state that the video card and the cores on the processor, more of the cores on the processor are going to be utilized to help with the GPU output. So basically they're going to be like working hand in hand. Instead of watching, you're only using 10% of your CPU, you could be using like 25, 30, 40% of your CPU and use like 70 or 80% of your GPU and still have the headroom to boost it up even higher. If they do it like that, and even it up a little bit more, that will push a lot of power. I mean, this is the kind of build right here that I would put together myself and use on a daily basis, because I like the way that I put this together, and I'm liking the way it looks, and I'm liking the way the way I'm hearing it. The only thing I might change if it was me, I would build my own water cool system with this and have it fill the case in a lot better, other than using an AIO. I think it would be, the AIO is cheap, but what you can do with this kind of AIO, and I had this thought in my mind, was taking the AIO, this cheap AIO, adding an extra pump to it, and add an extra cooler to the AIO, and change the head to the AIO, or use the same AIO head, kind of modify the channeling that's inside there, and put an extra pump on it so it circulates a lot faster. Now you have to understand something. The faster the water circulates, the faster it dissipates heat. And that's the whole idea. It's like cooking soup. You got to stir it and keep stirring it until you bring it to a boil. Because it heats it up faster when you stir it. You're taking the cold and mixing it in with the hot. But with this, you got the fans exhausting the heat. So the faster it goes through those coils, the more the air functionality blows through those coils, the faster it cools off the water. So, just to first say, it's an idea. Modifying an AIO, putting new liquid in it, and, see what it can do. Putting a secondary pump on it. Just an idea. And the channels that are inside on the hot plate, the hot cold plate that goes onto the processor, taking a Dremel tool and opening up a couple of those fins, allowing a bigger amount of water flow to go through there. Not too much, maybe just one or two, kind of take out one or two of the the little channels that are in there and making the channels a little bit wider, I would think. Making the channels a little bit wider to where a little bit more water flow comes through there, and you can put a secondary pump on it, I think would push it a lot faster and give it more repetition and give it more flow, especially with the fans blowing up underneath and blowing upwards, just to let you know. But anyway, this video is getting way too long. I know I make long videos, and I do apologize. I have to get everything out of my system just to let you guys know what I'm thinking and my thought patterns going on and so on. So, like and subscribe. Like I told you, we're going to be working towards the goals of 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, and as many likes as y'all want to put on the videos is much appreciated. And if you want to watch the video a second time, they're going to be there. They're not going to disappear. I'm not taking them off my channel. Once I make a video, it's permanent until I fill up the channel. And then once the channel gets full with the videos and I can't put no more on, then I'll start a second channel to where I can fill it up and put videos on until I can't put no more videos on. And then I go to another channel. Now you guys got the idea. So my videos are going to remain not taken down unless I have a demonetization. Then I'll take the video down, I'll redo it, and then so it can be monetized and put it back onto YouTube. So I will let y'all know if that ever happens. So don't worry, I'm not going to leave nobody out of the loop. And like I told y'all, maybe this weekend we can do a live video. Maybe I'll do a graphics card nightmare live video, so that way y'all can see firsthand and you can ask your questions and everything else, and we can go from there. But anyway, I'm going to get up out of here till the next time in the next video. This is JJ, your boy. We will be seeing you on the next one. So have a great day and stay safe, and don't do anything I wouldn't do.